What's up, y'all? This is Stevie D.
What's up, y'all? This is Kyle.
And we're the Lundy brothers of the Force MDs. And you are watching
Thisis50.com.
I look so tender.
It's all you need to do the trick. Then soon your new big man. All you have to do is ask.
Went to the doctor, said help me please. He just shook his head and said to me,
Look for the light. If you're lost in the night, I'll write your name on my door.
Yo, Force MDs, what's happening, man?
Whoop, whoop.
man?
Jack.
Man, what's up, man? One guy, man. What
Everybody, you know, it's a little kind of a little early, like we was talking about before. It's a little early, but we here to represent it. The Lundy brothers is here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Lundy brothers always hold it down, so you know, we keep it running. You know what I
Word,
mean?
now, let's talk about Force MDs and how they came together. And, like, is everybody inside of Force MDs a set of brothers?
Yes. Well, three of us were. One of our brothers passed away, TC. And he's the younger brother, me and Jesse. Jesse's our uncle. And we had...
Your uncle was in the group with you?
Yes. There's Michael Jackson, one of those old Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah.
That's our Uncle Jesse. Yeah, he's still in the group now. He didn't make it today.
Okay.
But we here, you know, always represent. You got Trisco and you got Mercury's another member that passed away. He's like our second cousin. So it's Force MDs is a family-orientated group, man.
Yeah.
A lot of us are related. And that's why we keep that little sound like the Jacksons, man.
I woke up this morning, itching bad. I wanted to scratch, I was going mad.
How did the group come together? Because I'm one of the, a lot of people, you probably don't know this, but I'm like one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans.
Wow.
And I'm a super big Force MDs fan, too.
Hey, man, we appreciate that, brother. You know, it's crazy, Jack, because we was manifested by the Jacksons. They the ones who influenced us the most out of any group you could name. The Jackson 5. We used to wake up arguing. I'm Michael. I'm Marlon. I'm Tito. Fight each other, you know. But
Man, see, y'all respect the Jacksons for real. Because in my house, when we was arguing, nobody ever wanted to be Marlon. Nobody damn sure didn't want to be Tito. We was all Michael. It was 6 Michael Jacksons in one group.
Yeah, because we all sounded similar to them when we was younger, because we used to do a lot of talent shows out. We're from Staten Island, New York. We're from Wu-Tang. We're from the same hood. And we used to do all the talent shows.
Did y'all see them coming up to like?
Yes, when he's younger, yeah.
They used to always like, yo, man, what's up, man? You know we rap.
Yeah. RZA, I remember RZA, all of them, you know, but we never expected that. We never expected them to blow up like they did. And we was really, really proud of them,
They
man.
definitely did a great job.
Because when we coming up, we was, me, Khalil, and my brother TC was called the Lundy Brothers at first. That's how we started, as the Lundy Brothers. Then we added my uncle Jesse. You know, he's the Michael Jackson clone. He just knows he's Michael Jackson. You know? He got added on to the group. Since his last name is Daniels, we called ourselves the Fantastic LDs, Lundys and Daniels. So then we started. I know it's a lot, man.
Tender love, loving me straight from the heart. Holding me with
Old school names.
Fantastic LDs.
Hey, how did you feel about that when he like, yo, we're gonna be the fantastic, the fantastic
You know,
5, 6
let me tell you, back then, Jack, it was fly then.
It
You know
was
what I mean?
fly.
It was fly. Anything fantastic, you know, anything had a big, big names that's like to describe who you were was it. You know, and then you had to put the D behind your name, like Stevie D, let you know you still down. You know,
Wow.
if it sounded a little corny, the D held it back, like,
Right.
but I'm still down. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Yeah.
know that because my old name used to be Honey Bun, but I put a D on it so it don't be gay. It make it masculine. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same.
Yeah, but you know,
Edit that out.
yeah, but Jack, from that day, you know, from being the Fantastic LDs, we used to sing all of the Staten Island talent shows and stuff, and win all the talent shows. And then we went to the New York City talent show, all the 5 boroughs, and we won that talent show. And then on our way back from Staten Island, we seen this guy with a country hat singing country songs on the Staten Island Ferry. He had a big guitar case out, and they was putting money up in there. And we didn't have a dime to our pocket. We had lint in our pocket. Look at this guy making all this money and looking at it.
Country.
Yeah, singing country songs.
I'm a ride stone cowboy. I get letters from people I don't even know.
Yeah, singing.
Yeah,
So he's doing it. So we looked at him like, and Jesse was like, yo, man, since we winning these talent shows, just winning trophies, let's make us some money. So we said, "You serious, man?" Because being from the hood, always we used to singing in front of African Americans, but on the Staten Island Ferry, it's a mixture of all races and creed of people. And we said to ourselves, "Yo, if they like us, we must be really good." So Jesse said, "Let's do it." So we just started singing Jackson 5 songs, even Elvis, do some Elvis in there.
Don't wanna be
Sam
a tiger. Tigers are too tough. I wanna love. Oh, let 'em be. Yo, teddy bear.
Hey, Teddy Graham said stole it from that.
I had the Tito Applejack back in the days. Put the Applejack on the floor, and they filled that they filled that up with so much money. We says, "Oh my God, I can't make." We made $50. That was big back then. we came with lint in our pockets and making $50, splitting it up. And our motto from that day on: if you're broke, let's hit the boat. And that was it. So that was our hustle. That was our real hustle there.
But after a while, we really start clocking on the boat. It was like we started getting like the routine, a system together. We do 5 boats. We can come out with $40, $60 each.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we
take
had a
our girls
routine.
to the
you know what I mean?
movies, you know,
Yeah,
and have a little money in our pocket.
Every day and every breath I take.
So me, as being on the boat, I was also rapping as in a group called the Force MCs with my man Mercury, who later joined the Force MDs.
Force
MCs.
Yeah.
We are called the Force MCs with DJ Dr. He DEEJAC and we EEMCE and we're going to hit the top.
All right, no more. I just let you know, man.
Because the Force MDs is the first to combine the R&B and hip hop together. So that's our staple in the game, combining the R&B and hip hop together. Because when Let Me Love You came out, that's when hip hop and R&B really met as its purest form.
Me love you in the sunshine. Let me hold you, baby, all night.
And Forgive Me Girl, then you had an Itchy for a Scratch. Yeah. That's when hip hop and R&B really merged at its purest form. But
Forgive me, girl. I'm sorry for what I did. Forgive me, girl. Ooh.
So, some people that y'all like influence y'all going besides the Jackson 5?
well, it definitely like the Marvin Gayes, the OJs, the Temptations, that whole Motown, that whole soul generation.
Elvis,
because
man. We gotta say Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis,
too,
even like Frank Sinatra. You know, even
think he's dope.
start spreading the news. I mean, it's like you know, good writing, good songs. I don't care who wrote them. If it's a good song, it's like you gonna get locked into that. Into that song, that vision of that song. So it was a good song, but really it was like the Motown and that soul era. Because back then, you know, right now a lot of people like R&B. Right now, you hear everybody scaling. Back then, it was like, no, baby, no. Everybody just they're just you know they singing from the soul. But right now it's like after you know Stevie Wonder and. What's his name? Charlie Wilson. You saw the runs, Aaron Hall, the runs, everywhere, you know. Body.
Okay.
It's all that now. It's no, but listen, it's evolving because now it's like, do you remember all the scales now, or you don't remember the scales? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, back with soul music, it was just soul. Just when Teddy said, "Turn it off," you be like, "Oh, shoot!" You know, the women go, "Oh, shoot!" You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all about you know. We look at it. It's definitely like he's saying like back and then. See, that's why those records back then in the 70s, 80s,
Timeless.
the timeless music, man. They never died, man. You know, some of the stuff, you know, I give some the younger artists out doing their thing, but some of it sound kind of microwave, like it's everybody sound the same. It's like nothing. They ain't put no different flavor into it. Everybody want to sound like Chris Brown. They all sound alike to me. It's like it's what's going on now, but it's never gonna last like the music they got from the past, you know.
Yeah, because one of the reasons why, and you probably know exactly, because there's so much music coming out now. Yeah, it's like it's so much coming out. So it's like so so if you're an artist and even though you got a hit, you still could get lost in a given shuffle. Yeah. When it comes to being, you know, staple as a classic, timeless artist, and mainly in our era. Everybody, when they came out, you knew who they was. Yeah, they had a signature sound that you knew who they was. Whereas like today, it's just so many artists. Like right now, everybody got the DJ Mustard jack on. So when you hear that bass line, you're like, is that you already know. But it's signature sounds. But and even with the flows, a lot of the flows are the same. But don't get me wrong, it's definitely some cats that got some dope flavor. And what makes it still real because they got to represent their era and their times. But at the end of the day. It's still flavor because you know you can't deny something that's fly. You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day, they always taking something from the past and bringing it to the new. Because that's the impact of that had in the past. They'll sing it now, and people think they sing it. What we say? Nobody hold me down. Oh, like Mace or something.
Don't push us, cause we're close to the edge. We're trying not to lose our heads. I get the feelings from time to make me wonder why you wanna take us under. Why you wanna take us under?
They'll think Mace made the record instead of Melly Mel made it.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
It happens all the time. They don't think the old. They don't. You know, some kids don't research, but it's all
They
good.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
they don't even care. Like, I gotta ask you though, because like I said, I am an unsung fan.
We did something called Force MDs Relive. It's like a 2-hour documentary, and we raw. We just keep everything raw to them, like all the issues and all the different things that took place that really stifled and stagnated and created what we're manifesting right now from the decisions and stuff that we are right now. We're at in our journey. We telling the whole story in what you call an unsung. Let's keep in mind, an unsung is only like 43, 45 minutes. So we can't go into too many layers, but we still, even on that, we kept it 100. Ain't no sugarcoating, because at the end of the day, your truth is your truth, and nobody can deny your truth. You know what I mean? And we ain't doing it like for the PRs, like to be like like keep it clean. No, we just kept it 100, man. This is where we at with it. This is what happened, and this is how we pushing out right now from where we at. Let me tell y'all something, man. You know, when you coming up and you doing in our Force MDs era, it was like we was on an independent label, so they at that time they wasn't putting out the videos back to backs to match what other artists was coming out with. You know what I mean? Right. Other artists, on major labels, they were coming out with videos back to back. Force MDs had to fight to get a video because the record company at that time didn't believe in putting out videos. And then when the record company started making money, because keep in mind, when you're independent, you ain't got a big overhead like the majors and stuff like that. So now, and not only that, you're making more money on the dollar now. You're making more money on the dollar now. So if you got cats that's leading out the way, you know what I mean? Like leading it on and merging in with the big labels and stuff like that, invest back in them, man.
True.
Invest back. Don't be like, we're gonna save this, blah blah blah, and use that money for other artists that started coming out, because hip hop started to really branch off. So everybody it was a little lucrative to invest in hip hop, because the production wasn't that big like an R&B as well as with the promotion. Because when you promoting an R&B artist, it's a lot of payola, big stuff going on with the radio stuff. You know what I mean? And getting played and getting positioned and all that.
What?
And if you're independent, you really can't compete with the majors, but you still got to throw in some paper in there, man.
You got to throw some
and,
money out
and if you're an artist and you don't got no videos and stuff like that, it's like in media, it's like almost 7 touches. You got to be seen a lot. Now, what happened in the past was in the past. What happened now is, and as artists, I want to definitely say as artists, you can't go back when stuff was right. When it's what you're doing now.
We have a play called Legends of the Forgotten Borough, because Staten Island was always the forgotten borough of New York. Hey, I know about the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn. Everybody forgets about Staten Island all the time. So us and Wu-Tang, that's why I'm happy we came out to put Staten Island on the map, because we was
UMC, shout out to UMCs.
Shaheem,
UMCs, definitely UMCs too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I hope I even get.
We got a Force MDs Academy too, where it's like I get a lot of people from different labels that come and just try to school people about the new business models and stuff that's going on right now, so they can get like a little jump start on how to maneuver themselves.
Hey man, I know y'all got some more famous shit to do, man. This is gonna be just a minute interviews that we do, man. Is there anything y'all want to say to this before we get up out here?
Tune in TV1 and watch the Force MDs.
And y'all keep tuning into my man, Thisis50 Jack Thriller, because he putting it down and he putting it down the right way.
Hey,
all right.
Trying to bridge the gap, man. You know what I'm saying? Show the old school with the new school.
Thank you,
I'm right in the middle, baby.
Thank you, brother.
Right
I appreciate that, bro.
Hey, niggas ain't gonna forget your roots.
We need love too, man. We need love too, man.
And you got the key.
Hey, like I always say, you just can't say you really something. You gotta be Force MDs. We're out of here. Hey, do I have something in my eye? Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to.